What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Hellfire 5-Pepper Sriracha. Yes, there are 5 peppers in this. Hellfire was started in 2009 by Diana, also known as the Sorceress, and Merle, the Chili Master. I think he also goes by Jack Meats on Facebook, but Hellfire is located out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, which is also known as the Newport of the West. Yes, there is one out in California, but keep in mind that that came later. There's also Newport, Rhode Island, which is considered the original one. Many wealthy people lost their homes in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, and they either moved to Lake Geneva or at least bought summer homes there. Some famous people out of Lake Geneva include the creator of Dungeons and Dragons, Gary Gygax, as well as some famous vacationers such as the Wrigley family. You might be familiar with, Wrigley Gum, Wrigley Field. Small businessman Al Capone, as well as Ignaz Schwinn. You might be familiar with his bicycles, Schwinn bicycles. Some big spenders vacationed in this area. So let's now look at the packaging. So Hellfire, this is a departure from their usual labels. Their usual labels are black and have something like cryptic or demonic. This one has an Oni on it. I think that's an Oni. I could be wrong, but it says supercharged on there. And the font is just a departure from the usual logo. So they're having a lot of fun with this. Even the 5-Pepper Sriracha is in an interesting font, as is the rest of the items on here. So they're really hard to read as well because it's red on yellow, and I cannot read it directly from the bottle, so I'm going to have to look at the photos here. On here it says, bold and complex. This medium heat Sriracha hot sauce combines the fiery kick of jalapeno, cayenne, red habanero, and ghost, and Carolina Reaper peppers with a rich garlicky base. The result is a fiery yet balanced sauce that brings depth of flavor and a steady heat that builds without overwhelming. Perfect for those who crave heat with complexity. It's great on tacos, grilled meats, or as a flavorful dip. Experience the heat, craft it for spice lovers. Heat rating 5 out of 10. Hellfire's 10 is usually really fucking high, so who knows what 5 is going to be. I think they rated Zombie Snot at a 4, and that's probably still the second hottest green sauce that I've ever experienced. All right, let's now look at the ingredients. The ingredients on here include garlic, jalapeno pepper puree, which on all the purees are going to have salt and vinegar, pure cane sugar, cayenne pepper puree, distilled vinegar, red habanero pepper, red ghost pepper puree, and ghost chili peppers. And acetic acid is just an undiluted vinegar. We've covered all these ingredients before, but what I want to, this week's feature, I want it to be about what makes a sauce a Sriracha sauce. There are 5 basic ingredients. You gotta have chili peppers, typically red ones, all right? Because in case you haven't noticed, Sriracha is typically a nice bright red color. You gotta definitely have sugar, salt, vinegar, and garlic as well. So those are the 5 main ingredients you have to make it a Sriracha sauce. Sriracha originated in Thailand from the sea city town of Sriracha. A lot of people claim that Sriracha is hot, but it's really not. It's 2200 SHUs typically. This one's going to be hotter, obviously, but it's not even as hot as Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce is usually about 3700. It is usually thicker than most hot sauces as well, and it is vegan and gluten-free. Before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor. There's nothing quite as refreshing as a nice shower. The only thing better would be having to exert less effort while bathing. That's why you should use TLC's No Scrubs soap, the scrubless soap. The idea came from Scrubbing Bubbles towel cleaner. Work the soap up to a lather and slather it all over your body. Then rinse yourself off and you'll be ready to act like the red light special. What about your friends? Tell them about this great product. Don't be a creep. TLC, No Scrubs soap. Use this and people will be digging on you. Now for the moment of truth. It smells like Sriracha. Very garlicky, so you can smell the peppers and the garlic. Those are 2 of my favorite things. So it isn't quite viscous, So I'm wondering if this is going to be rather vinegary. It says medium. Medium, you never know again with Hellfire. It's a nice good red. Now, it's not the typical red because it's got a little bit of orange in there. But mind you that they use only red jalapenos for Sriracha. Well, here we go. Cheers. The heat is building in the back of my tongue. Still building. I think I'm going to say, wow, it's still building though. Still building, but I don't have hiccups. So I'm not going to say it's a heavyweight. I'm going to say it's a middleweight. Fuck, is this tasty. Great amount of garlic. The garlic cuts through. It's very garlicky. Just a touch of sweetness, so it's not overwhelmed with sugar. And the pepper flavor is amazing. It's not too vinegary. This is a great sauce. I've been excited about this ever since I saw this like 2 weeks ago that they made one. Well, I didn't immediately, but like after about a few days of deliberation, I decided to pull the trigger on it and buy it. It's really good. This is a very, very tasty sauce. So it's the second hottest Sriracha sauce I've had. This is the second hottest Sriracha sauce I've had. And the hottest one is High Desert. Their Ghost Sriracha is just fucking blistering hot. That's like an 8. Honestly, there's probably like a 6, but again, Hellfire has a crazy scale. Very good though. I mean, I would put this on anything Asian. Breakfast, I think you could get away with it because like sweetness, it's not unwelcome at breakfast as well. Tacos, as far as having a permanent Sriracha in my rotation, yes, this would be it. So I would buy this. This is really good. Very flavorful and enjoyable. It's not too bad of a face burner. So once you put it on food, it's going to be rather mild. So, but I bet you that's like north of 80,000 at least. It's got a good kick to it. Next week, I'm going to be reviewing a sauce. I know I skipped it. I was just really excited. It's going to be the Cantina Royale Morita Bourbon and Maple Reaper sauce. Okay, until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.